Good evening, my friends, and welcome to episode 3 of Myst 5. It's the 1000 subscriber countdown. We are, as of this evening, on 990 subscribers. Is today going to be the day where we hit 1000? It's unlikely. I average about 3 subscribers a week, so we might be doing this for 3 more weeks, but who knows? In the chat today, we have got Zephyronicus, hello to you. We've got Platinum Caterpillar, Plaque Cat, greetings. Hello to you, Spiper. We've got Sleepy Otter in the chat, and we have Dark Fae in the chat on Twitch as well. Hello also to everyone on YouTube. Good to have you all here. We've got Planet Phil is here. Hey, March to 1K. Good luck. Thank you very much. And we have Star Shadow X2. Last time out, we were investigating some suspicious pipework on this age, which I believe is called Tigra, or that might be the name of one of the Thundercats. I'm not 100% sure. But, broadly speaking, we think we want it to look something like this. So we're going to try and do that. And there is going to be a little bit of back and forth. So let's see sort of how we get on as we get on. I hope everyone's been having a great week this week. Now, wait. Our tablet has been returned elsewhere. The game feels... Maybe it's just because I've been away from it for a week. The game feels weirdly jumpier this week than it was from last week. I'm not sure. Spiper's made some ice cream. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. That is definitely a plan. It is so hot right now. It's so hot. I've got my fan running in the background, just providing me a... Oh, do you know what? This feels like... Does this summer feel worse than usual to anyone else? It just feels like it's already been such a long summer. We've had, what, 3 weeks of just perpetual heat in the UK now. Okay, hit me up with a thing. Down you go. Now, the Barrow does his thing. You know, probably... Huh? There he goes. Wait, what? Why didn't you do the thing you did last time? We got Ronald in the YouTube chat. Hello to you. Hello to you. Dark Fae totally didn't sleep through his alarms this morning. So why didn't the Barrow do his move? You know, why didn't he do his dubstep tablet move? I'm pretty sure it was this one. Okay, and then pop it down. And then if we walk away from it... Yeah, that's more like it. Right. And now we... I don't know, presumably... Yeah, okay. And these are going to come up? Are they? No? They don't? Oh, these ones have come up. Okay, fine, right. We're going to look for these bubbles then. So I want that third one to go round, I think. Probably like, to there? Oh, no. No, 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 not like that at all then. No, I think this third one needs to be able to move the other way then. Ronald says, yes, it is very warm. The nights are even warmer for me at the moment. Oh, it's just no fun at all, is it? Platinum Caterpillar says, warmer weather arrived late here, but made up for it with temps this month. Right, let's move this one and hope that these little things are... No, I don't think we've actually got time to sort of get back here. No, we don't. So we're going to have to zap back this way. Right, we grab the tablet again. Now, yeah, pop the tablet down there, because I have a feeling that. So why didn't the switches come up for the ones on this side? Is it because we haven't fiddled with any of these? We have Everett Topanga in the chat. Greetings, welcome back to white background to save on graphics age. Absolute slander. Absolute slander. Darkface says, I wish it would either get warmer or colder down here. So how would you describe the weather where you currently are, Darkface? Non-committal, I guess. Right, so we'll hit this one up like that, and we will pop you down. Very good. Ronald says, I'd love Cyan to make new Myst games that are in the same universe to the original games. I know that's odd. These ones haven't come up this time, but these ones did. Fine. So, let's try left, left, left. Right, and have a look over here. So the bubbles are going... No, the bubble's going straight over this way. That's not what we want. Can we try... Yeah, well, now you're not getting anything. So you certainly need those to be able to go to the right, yeah? At least one of them needs to come to the right. Oh, look at that! We've got a path forming. We've got a path forming. We need it to come round those. So the second one is incorrect. The middle one's incorrect. The middle one at least needs to be that way round. Yep, and the third one's wrong as well. Ah! Right. So something's a little bit odd, because these were up this time, but those weren't, and... Yeah, okay. We can get the first part of this path done, though. With the heat in real life, it's pretty refreshing to be here, to be honest. Oh. Yeah, to be fair, I mean, I'm struggling with the heat. Struggling with it for sure. No, I accidentally set it down on the ground. No. Oh, you stole my tablet from me. Okay. So, this way, this way, this way. This time, let's make sure we don't accidentally set the tablet to the ground, and we go here. Okay, now it's one of these that's the wrong way. Let's try that one. Nope. So it must be the right-hand one. Excellent. Now, we're going to need to get the other ones moving as well. I think it's probably just a question of returning the one lock that we changed back to where it was, I imagine. I think we only fiddled with this one. Spiper says that they remember being able to pick the slate back up after dropping it. Required walking back over it, which might require free movement instead of node-based. Okay, now. Now we will, once again, bring the tablet up. Right, set you down. And hopefully... Yes, jolly good. So... let's move you that way. Nope, first one's wrong. Nope, that's not the first one. Yes, this is it. Success. Aha.
These are their tombs. And as they died here, so did all of Duchni. Guilty here. But my Duchni was innocent. May we rebuild structures, not leave tombs. Make them bring you to the keep, for it will run from you.
Well, we get a new shortcut unlocked. Okay. Oh, you what, mate? So if we take the tablet... Oh. Okay. So we've got to remember that symbol and draw it on. This is the first legitimate time I think we've found one of those symbols. So yeah, so we're kind of doing like a whip, whip. It was something like that. Scratching his head. Okay. No one's coming to pick up the tablet? What? Tony Allen, the reward for completing a puzzle is an Escher speech. Why haven't we unlocked another symbol here? Maybe it's because we need to bring the tablet with us. Maybe. Maybe that's why. So if we do... So if we bring this up, place that one, and go, okay, down you go. Okay. And they're gonna take the tablet for us. Oh, the tablet's not quite here yet. Right. So then... Okay, now they've taken the tablet. So now we grab the tablet. Teleport back. And let's go. Quick, before they teleport us back to the other way. Quick, 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 quick. We're running as fast as we can. Okay, and we're here now with the tablet. It's kind of weird that it doesn't really do anything to acknowledge that. Do we have to draw the symbol... Okay, hang on a second. Maybe we've got to draw... No, we shouldn't have to draw the symbol on here. So it's a circle down, like that, and like that. Like, my art isn't, like, the best, admittedly. If we warp away whilst the tablet's on this pedestal with no way of warping back here, would that soft lock us? Spiper really confusingly just replies with, "That is a really good question." Okay, hang on, I might have fundamentally misunderstood something. Am I supposed to have got this symbol now by doing this? Have I missed a step? You think placing the slate on the pedestal unlocks it? I'm still sort of missing how the slate works. Oh, blimey. Well, I probably really shouldn't touch that. Because that would really get me stuck. Save and no, you can't save this game. Ronald, sorry. Yeah, there is no saving this game. There is only quitting the game. You draw the things and then the borrow do the stuff. Just make sure you have the slate on you if you press that link, says Dark Fae. And now that you've placed it, you should be able to teleport between this pedestal and the one at the start. But if I press this one... Oh! It has now appeared. But I don't have it here. Well, hang on. Can I make it teleport me to there by drawing that symbol? So, okay, if I go and draw... Get rid of all of those. If I go and draw this... Boop, boop. Boop, boop. And then put this down. Oh, well, he didn't shake his head this time. Oh, look, you can see him put it on. That's a nice little animation, how he kind of puts it on there and then, like, straightens it up. That's kind of cool. So now I have this one. Okay. Man. Right, so now if I draw that symbol over there on here. Beep, beep, and then this. Oops. Something. Ah, no. Something like that. Close enough. Wait, hang on. Not quite. This is actually connected together. Like that. There we go. Oh no, he's shaking his head like he doesn't know what that is. Okay, let's try it again. Right, we'll try and draw it really carefully. Like this. Like this. Oh, man. Like this. And then it's like that. Nah, he's shaking his head still. like, it feels like from the hint from Escher, it feels like this is the correct thing to do. I mean, I kind of messed up the drawing again. Like, the mouse control is a little bit funky. Right? If we do it... Right, do it extra careful this time. Beep. Beep. Right, there we go. Try it. Yes! Yes, he did it! Aha! Oh, hey! We've got old PT Whiskey Bottoms. Welcome to the Cozy Cub Club. Thank you. So with that, we now have this link.
You have found the keep, the destination for the slates. You've seen this pedestal already in Greer, where you started, and you'll see it again. It is in many places at once. Touch the slate to finish your task. Only you can make them solid. 3 remain. Return to the tunnels, the path that leads to Duchni, and you will find another book. Well done.
Wow, he seems genuinely proud of us, doesn't he? Do you know what? I've just realised I've got the other ear from last week that I owe you guys. Well, no, not the other ear. It's the same ear as the one from last week. But you guys only had one ear last week, so you kind of need to have one ear this week to balance it out, right? So that you get, like, the full redemption. There we go. So with that... we've made that tablet solid. Oh, hang on, wait. We don't really want to leave there, do we? Oh, yes, yes, yes. We go back to the island with the middle one. Old PT Whiskey Bottoms, greetings all new member, long-time admirer of TDF Gaming commentary. Old PT Whiskey Bottoms, hello, hello to you, hello to you. This is probably also, actually, a very good point to segue onto a slightly different topic, which is we have now a Patreon. A Patreon. And if you use the command Patreon in there, you will find the link to the Patreon. Well, this is going to be a little bit awkward because old PT Whiskey Bottoms has just joined as a YouTube member. But in August, on August 20th, we're going to actually be closing down the YouTube membership and moving over to Patreon. But do not fret, because anyone who is already a YouTube member, or anyone who is a YouTube member up till, I think, August the 1st, I think I set it to, can come over to Patreon and get 2 months on Patreon for free. So there we go. That is a gift from me to help ease the transition as we move from YouTube membership to Patreons. Why have I chosen to move over to Patreon? Well, a lot of it is operational, to be honest. Like, YouTube membership, I think, is really great, but the offering's, like, not exactly perfect in terms of, like, how and when you can schedule things to happen, and its integration with Twitch is a little bit not brilliant, whereas Patreon is kind of a dedicated platform to do exactly this sort of thing. Collaboration between creators and community members, and how you manage those collaborations, right? And how you manage those, how you manage your content. Like, Patreon is very dedicated to doing exactly that. And that is why they have such a very comprehensive offering. So I started experimenting with it the other day, and yeah, it's got a very, very smooth experience. A very, very smooth experience. And it means that certainly for the Twitch subscribers, you'll be able to get a much more integrated experience with the YouTube content as well in one place. So, James Bond says, awkward! Yeah. But no, old Petey Whiskey Bottoms, if you come over to Patreon, I'll give you a code for 2 months for free. There is a members post and there is a channel in the Discord which gives you information about how to claim that code. Okie dokie. We're one age down. Which age would we like to do next? Speaking of Patreon, how does, puts on sunglasses, that design feel? 2 generally comes after 1. Yes, I suppose it does. This is the second one, isn't it? We've not actually done very much with this one. Whoops. Okay, like that not a great start. We've not done very much with this one at all. We accidentally cheesed a little bit of the island. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Our observatory age. We didn't get very far with this one at all, to be honest, when we were looking around here initially. But now we kind of understand the tablet a little better. Maybe we'll understand what we're supposed to do a touch clearer. A. Newsom in the chat. Hi, what game is this? This is Myst 5. Confusingly, the 6th game in the Myst franchise, because the 5th one wasn't called Myst, but then neither was the 2nd one either. It's a real Final Fantasy situation. But yeah, this is Myst 5. Dark Fate and Trank both regard this as their favourite age of the game. If you draw a box, the Barrow bring a pizza. Yes, James Moore says real Kingdom Hearts shenanigans here. Certainly, yes, in terms of how they've chosen to name their games. So, like, I don't begrudge them the second one, right? Because Riven was Riven, the sequel to Myst. And then they went for Myst 3. Which makes sense. But then the 5th game was Uru, and that did not carry the Myst 5 label. But then Myst 5 is really the sequel to Uru. Well, to be fair, not really. I mean, like, it is its own standalone thing, really. Right, well, that's the end of that path. So this is very much a kind of a, so what do we do kind of age, right? Ha ha ha. James Moore says, I'm going to go whack my brains to recall 10 of my closest friends and strong-arm them into subscribing. To be honest, I can't get most of my IRL friends to subscribe. 5. Weirdly enough, watching me play puzzle games in their free time is not what they choose to do for some reason. I don't understand it either. Spiver says, this has to be my favourite as well, although it's also the one that I accidentally cheesed. Didn't solve a single puzzle. Oh dear. Is it primarily a puzzle game? Yes. Yes, it is absolutely a puzzle game. I mean, some would say even beyond primarily, it is purely a puzzle game. Like, there is no game over state. There's no failure state. Like, except for some very specific circumstances in Riven and Myst 3. Like, there's no way to lose the game. There are no enemies in the game. And there are very few NPCs at all. It's mostly just you in broadly abandoned worlds trying to work out how any of this antiquated machinery works, to try and figure out what you're supposed to do. Now, we did last time we were here, we did write down some numbers. Right. But these symbols are not really going to be anything Barrow related. Like, I don't want to start scribbling random things onto the tablet, because that's not really how we want to solve this puzzle. Right? But I really feel like this machine should really have an on button somewhere. There are bad and good endings depending on the game. Riven has a lot of them. Yes, there are certain circumstances in some of the games where, you know, yes, you can get an unexpected game over. These are sort of the... Oh! Something just flashed. Did you see that? Huh. Well, I don't know what we did and how it was different to what we did before, but a win's a win, and we'll take it. Ah. Beep. Right, we're doing something here. Spider says, in defense of Kingdom Hearts, they began the misleading titles in game 3 out of 9-ish. So for most of the franchise, it was pre-condented. For Myst, on the other hand, it was completely... Oh, sorry. Precedented. Precedented. Pre-candented. What am I talking about? Old Petey Whiskey Bottom says, the bad ending is Escher wakes up and finds he's really a surgeon in the Korean War. Oh, shoot. That's a reference to something, isn't it? That's a reference to the ending of Dallas? Or something like that? Is it? That sounds very familiar. Yeah, that's a new way to pronounce that. I mean, like, this channel gives you everything you need to be able to spell and pronounce things however you wish. Right. I'm just looking to see, is this flashing? Do you know what? Let's actually undock the mouse. That'll actually be a little bit more of a pleasant viewing experience for everyone, I think. Does the green flashing change in frequency? No, not particularly. This is very reminiscent of the puzzle all the way back in Myst 1, where we were trying to work things out. Okay, I think getting these numbers down would be good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hang on a second. Yeah, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And round here, looks very much like we've got the same stuff. So we've got 25 and 25. Oh, and we've got a factor of 3 in there. What we might be trying to do, at least initially, I'm assuming that these are connected to the telescopes out here, right? Like if we take a screenshot of those two, which I assume will be these two right here. Well, like, yeah, so I kind of have a feeling that yeah, so this telescope here, the cable's snapped. But if I wind this one all the way round, it presumably will still feed the cable through and clear the path. Hahaha, Darkface says, have you tried adjusting the frequency? That is a Myst 4 reference. So. Okay, so we've pulled it to 25-25. Steers played a surgeon in MASH. Wasn't Dallas the one where the entire series was all a dream? Yes, we have managed to clear the path. Perfect. Was Dallas the one where the entire series was all a dream? It might have been. Only 375 options. I'm sure you could brute force that in good time. No need, my good sir. We are all good right now. Here we are. Now that definitely looks like something I would want to sit in and try. Big space laser. Let's go. Ah, right. Uh-huh. Yes. Ah! Oh no! It works like a real telescope. Ah, oh, dear. Okay, that's close enough. Right, let's grab a screenshot of this one. And we shall add that to our board. Jaffra says, this age is the age that feels most like a Myst age in this game. Well. By most like a Myst age, you mean like an age that you would have found in the original Myst, I assume. So we just saw this one here. But of course, we'll take a picture of the whole thing. Oh. Jaffra says, well actually, I meant an age that makes you feel like I'm playing a Myst game. But surely that's all the ages, given that by definition, this is a Myst game. I thought that might be a button, but... Ah! How handy. Yes, always close the doors behind you. Always close the doors behind you. Incidentally, I have been recording Rem. Rem 3. Rem is coming back. Rem is coming back. Rem 2 was such a hard game and such a long game, like such a slog, that I had to like take a break after completing it. But we are ready to jump back into Rem once again. And yeah, Rem 3, it's... Can confirm, still good. Okay, right, that's... Oh, no, we can still go further, can we? Like, it's doing something, but I'm not 100% sure what. Javris says, excited to see more Rem. I hope you fully recovered from Rem 2, though. Darkface says, to be honest, with how Rem 2 went, I'm a bit surprised you only took this long of a break. Rem is like a psychologically difficult puzzle game to overcome. It really is. It's hard. It's brutally difficult. But it's not brutally difficult in the way that, like, Baba Is You is brutally difficult, which I find way harder, to be honest. But it's very relentless. It's just clue after clue after clue after clue, and, like, you always feel like you are on the cusp of being totally stuck. But you always just about manage. We always seem to just about manage to get a clue just as we need it. I don't see these guys moving, like the things are glistening and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe something up here is moving. Like, I mean, it's clearly doing something, isn't it? Huh. What does this button do? Well, that's an important safety feature to avoid getting trapped down here. Spiper says this age is the most fitting one for a Myst game. It most closely matches the pre-key dents. Star Shadow's not played Rem yet. dark faces, it is a journey. Javra says, lucky you, they are so good and hard, but in a good way. Yeah, I mean, I would give them a strong recommend. Like, I made Rem my game of the year before last. Rem 1, I think I said was my top game of the year. Or it might have been number 2. I think it might have been number 1. I think Taiji might have been number 2. But, yeah. I'd give them a solid recommend. If you like Myst, you'll really like Rem. Yeah. Ronald says, more Rem would be good. Oxidator. Persistence sometimes is rewarded. James Moore's trapped or not. Ah, right. Yeah, so that thing is doing something clearly. Now, let's have a think. You go in and round and out. Wait, hang on. You go in and round and then you're facing the opposite direction. Right. So this is now the... Right, and then out that direction. So you're out the same direction as this door. So it's... no, let me get over to the edge so that I can look over it. I want to look over the edge. Okay, we might be going free movement for a minute. So hold on. Right. We're going. Wait. Oh, free movement isn't free, I guess. What if you want to go over there? You can press 1, 2, and 3 to switch between movement modes more quickly. Amazing. Thank you, Jaffras. That is actually going to be well helpful. So yeah, this movement is a little bit more twitchy, but it kind of feels like we might need a little more over in this area. I don't know. Why don't we keep the free movement for a bit? Because to be fair, it's kind of twitching out on me with the node movement anyway. Okay, so we've used this one to telescope over that way. Of course, unless pulling the thing up is... Not sure. Not sure there, to be honest. Actually, do you know what? This isn't quite as twitchy as I recall it being the previous week. Oh, hang on a second. Wait. So we're pulling something from here. No, we're not pulling anything down there. It's pulling something from up. Yeah, I think it's going to be around about here. Okay. Let's go back this way. Because I'm also kind of interested to see what happens when we put this code into the first telescope anyway. Now the code is here. Let's just there in the top right. So it is this one. And it is 1324, I think that is. 1324. That's that one, and 13 is going to be like here. Beep. Okay, so whatever we're looking for is presumably like one of these. Unclear. It probably doesn't do anything until you have all four in the correct spots. In which case, does this map give us any hints as to where we should be finding the others? I'm pretty sure there's nothing around here of interest, right? Platinum Caterpillar says, FYI, you can save your game from the journal, especially to try different endings. Multiple endings confirmed. Well, no, we knew there were going to be multiple endings, right? Because there's clearly the give the tablet to Yisha, don't give the tablet to Yisha endings. I feel like Yisha was pretty clear, though, on the we shouldn't give the tablet to her question. You know when you actually like a thing and you want to talk about it, but spoilers? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Do you know what? We haven't had a good segue yet this episode, speaking of spoilers. Like, has anyone seen the new Superman yet? I have heard it's not bad. Like, people I know who have seen it have said, yeah, it's probably the best one since Superman 2. That's pretty good. Ronald says, yes, I have. It's a good film. There we go. Superman 2, good, confirmed. Wait, are we going to be able to snipe like a tablet code off here or anything? Zoom and enhance. When I have access to a telescope, I tend to look for interesting views. Maybe something I can learn. Oh, hang on a second. Ah, no. That's not it. Ah, we do have a tablet over there that we can see. Excellent. We could do that. So. Something like this. Oh! There we go. It's going to be good enough. Be good enough. Oh yes, of course, we don't do that anymore. Oh no, he's shaking his head. He's scratching his head. Can he make it work? Maybe my drawing is just not good enough. So probably won't see it anytime soon, says Spiper. Haven't got much brand loyalty. Superman, I think, is a really interesting superhero. Because he's certainly one of the hardest to write for. Like, because he is so powerful, like, even in the comic books, Superman's very hit and miss with his stories. Okay, so that tablet should have gone over that way now. Do I have mouse acceleration turned on in Windows? Is it weird if I say I don't know? What's the default setting that most people use? I don't think I have acceleration, because that seems like it's a bit odd. No, I'm pretty sure when I move my mouse it moves a consistent amount. We can do that, says the person who lucked into sequence breaking by misdrawing. Ronald says it's a good start for the DCU. Oh man, are they still trying to make a DCU? I just hope James Gunn will try adding Brainiac in one of the sequels, like they were going to for Superman 5. Do you know what? I actually, for a moment there, totally forgot about the existence of Superman 4. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Superman 4 was totally a movie. It was Radiation Man, I think? Was he fighting? So, one of the things... I mean, it's not exactly a hot take. We don't do hot takes on this channel, right? We do beige takes pretty well. One of my beige takes is that Superman Returns was on the cusp of being great, but unfortunately was just a bit too boring, right? In that when you're writing a Superman, yeah, the toe pest of takes, man, you guys are hitting me with all the hard words today. We do sips tea takes here. Everett Panger, hashtag Mark Pillow. Mark Pillow. I don't know. But no, if you're expecting some kind of pirate software style take, or the other chap I've been seeing a lot on TikTok recently is Northern Lion. I don't know if you guys are seeing a lot of Northern Lion on your TikTok feeds recently, but no, we don't have hot takes. If you're writing a finale to your Superman movie, the finale being he lifts a continent and throws it into space, is a pretty great finale. Because if you need Superman to be under the hammer in terms of a feat of strength, it has to be something which is on the verge of unimaginably large. You know? And I think that Superman Returns actually got that right with its finale. I think the finale of Superman Returns is really good. I think the plain crashing out is a really good scene. And unfortunately, the other hour and 45 minutes of the film is really dull. And I don't know what went wrong there, to be honest, but it was close to being great. Now, what can we see from here? Everett Topanga says he played Nuclear Man in Superman 4, and this was one of his only acting credits. He has an interesting name for a supervillain. Yeah. His actually, do you know what I remember though? He was actually voiced by Gene Hackman though, wasn't he? Because he got dubbed over in the movie. I've just remembered that. Like, unfortunately, you know, Mr. Prowse in Star Wars. Okay, we have our next code. Zoom out. Darkface says, I just fet brain rot Batman explaining why Flash is so much scarier than Supes. Flash is, yeah, Flash is pretty cool. Like, one thing I like about DC, so I was always a DC fan, right? In my bedroom, you know, I don't have hundreds of copies of the Avengers comic. I got Teen Titans. Teen Titans was my comic of choice. Teen Titans, incidentally, was great, I thought, right? But I've always liked DC heroes because I like that kind of Dragon Ball Z style ridiculous power scaling, right? And the writers writing good stories that are able to make use of ridiculous power scaling. Alright, that's that little balcony we were on before. That's not anything new. You know, and yeah, the DC heroes, every DC hero is just ridiculously strong in comparison to everyday people. Whereas the Marvel heroes tend to be on a much larger curve. Dark Fate is a Constantine fan. Yeah, I saw the interview where Keanu Reeves was saying that he would love to play Constantine again. I thought the film had some good ideas. Like, certainly wasn't a bad comic book movie for its time. Right, it was definitely a product of its age, in the sense that no one was really doing good comic book movies back in those days. Like, not like really, like, I mean, you had a few, like you had Blade and the stuff. Like, Blade was great. Superman 2 was obviously good. Some, but not all of the Batman movies. Okay. So there's a telescope up here. Where exactly are we standing right now? Because what we have is we've got a large telescope there. From this island, we've got a telescope right next to us here. So it feels like where we are is on here? Or are we on there? How do we get our bearings here? I might need to walk back. That sound is damp. That is a damp exit. I mean, we might as well put our second code in, given that we're here, right? Star Shadow says he's going to be playing him again in the new one. There's going to be a new Constantine movie? Question mark? Oh. Yeah, Ronald has also said Constantine film is coming back and Keanu with it. Wow. Alright. I'm kind of pleased to hear that. Who played Gabriel? Was it Taylor Swinton? Was she Gabriel? It was someone like that, wasn't it? Tilda Swinton. Taylor Swinton. Oh dear. Tilda Swinton. Thank you, Star Shadow. Okay, let's get on the top of here. Darkface says, I mean, he's finished The Matrix, he's finished John Wick. Now he has time to bring back an amazing film. Do you know what? The Matrix Revisited. Was it? Was it The Matrix Revisited? I was very disappointed with that movie. Yeah. Like... yeah, it was kind of a bit forgettable. Resurrections. Yes, Resurrections. Matrix Revisited is one of the documentaries. Oh god, can you imagine if I'd watched The Matrix Revisited, got to the end and went, well that sucked. Like, I get what they were doing with the whole meta-narrative thing, but like, pff, nah, stick to fiction, guys. That would be good. That would be good. Yeah, Matrix Resurrections. Like, I would like to criticize it in some way, but Resurrections is basically bad on purpose because the Wachowskis were forced into making it. So it's all about how sequels are bad. Ah, shoot. Did they episode 7 it? Did they literally go, well, all people want is a rebranded version of Star Wars Episode 4, so that's what I'm going to make for them. Try and stop me. Oh dear. I mean, it's a brave decision to be like, yeah, sequels are all bad, so we're going to deliberately make a bad sequel to make a point. Okay. These three are... sorry, these 4 are these 4 here. Right. Good. So what we have kind of got then is right. So the code, the first code we found, which was this one, was actually found here. That makes sense, right? Yeah, okay, so these are actually the telescopes. Ronald says they should have made a Matrix TV series in order to save it. I don't hate the idea. Yeah? Like, could be good. James says some of the special effects in the original Constantine were incredible for their time. They'd better put effort into the remake instead of an easy cash grab. Not all sequels are bad. Terminator 2 is still great, says Ronald. Oh, absolutely. Some sequels are... The ideal sequel takes the original and uses it as a launching point to explore new logical consequences of the universe in which the characters find themselves. Terminator 2, I think, is a great example. Terminator 1 is basically a slasher movie, right? There's very little to Terminator 1, to be honest. Right, now what are we looking through? We're looking through that wheel, right? Aha, right, it is that little island up there. Right, so this is where we found this symbol. Okay. Whereas Terminator 2, one of the best sci-fi movies of all time, you know? So yeah, totally agree with you, Ronald. Okay. So these blue things must be telescopes then. Like little telescopes. Like targeting reticules, if you like. So we need to find a way to get over to here, would be my presumption. In the meantime, though, let's go round the sides. Right, yeah, so there's one telescope up there. And there's the other one there. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. So, somehow we need to get over to there. Presumably by some kind of cable car, I would presume. I would presume. Presumably, I would presume. Right? Ah! Oh! Hello! There is a cable car right there. Do you think that's the thing we were pulling earlier? There's going to be one way to tell. Leave that there, set up looking at it, pull the thing a bit, and see if it moves. And which direction. It's a real Savidro gradually making his way back to Narayan kind of situation. talk amongst yourselves for a bit. This could be a hot... Oh, do you know what? I think I see it moving. I think I see something glistening there in the distance. Yeah. This is coming. Okay. This would be the perfect time for me to talk to you guys about my DVDs more. Except for the fact that... Oh no. What's happened? Oh no. No! It's still on its way. It's just behind this pillar now, I think. I don't really see it anymore. Spider says not all sequels are bad, but sometimes they're made for money first and foremost, and those ones tend to be under-needed at best. And Ronald agrees. It's kind of a difficult one, because isn't that all movies? I think I have yet to see a movie that did not have the urge to make money as its primary goal. I don't know. That's not entirely true. Yes, it has moved. That's not entirely true. I mean, there are some original screenplays where it's like, oh, it's behind. It's on the dip. Okay, right. We just got to keep going. We just got to keep keep pulling the thing. Yeah, I mean, The Room with Tommy Wiseau. It's a labour of love, man. It's a labour of love. Mind you, I tell you what, if you want a really good time. Did any of you ever watch the Atlas Shrugged movies? Right? Now, the first Atlas Shrugged, it was a 3-part movie. Or rather it was, yeah, Atlas Shrugged Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. The first part had a sort of it was kind of like medium budget. The second part was definitely more kind of TV actors budget. So like the Doctor from Voyager is in Part 2 as one of the scientists. And then like Part 3 is like fully, there was like a rich guy who wanted to finish off the story, and he basically bankrolled it for a few tens of thousands of dollars, and the whole thing is incredibly low budget, but it was clearly made because like there's this one guy who just like wanted the story to be concluded, and it really does show. And also, the main character was like the director cast himself as John Galt in it as well, which is always a great sign when the director wants to cast themselves as the hero. A recast, of course, but I mean, like all of the parts were recast between every part. So yeah. Ronald says, well, they made a lot of Rambo, Rockies, and Expendable films. That's a good example of unneeded films. And Fast and Furious. Oh, Fast and Furious slander in the chat. Fast and Furious is, I am absolutely convinced, Vin Diesel wanted Triple X to be successful because he wanted a modern interpretation of James Bond for an American audience. And I mean, that's me projecting. I don't know if he's ever actually said that was his intention, right? But Vin Diesel was clearly really invested on Triple X. But then Fast and the Furious was more successful. And so, and you can see the point where Vin Diesel comes back for Fast and Furious 4 is the point where it basically becomes spies and heists and stunts rather than street racing and gangs, you know? Star Shadow says, Dark Knight over Batman Begins is a great example. Yeah, I think that's a great example. Sequel better than the original. Can we see it yet? Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Man. Is there a less tedious way to do this? Star Shadow's hoping for a Fast and Furious X Riddick crossover. Spiper says, all these spires, I wonder how they managed to write an age shaped like this. How the pillars could have formed this way without collapsing. I have a feeling that you just write, what's it called? Zinc galvanated steel inside the pillars for extra strength. Here we go, we're finally here. Right. Off we go. Man, come on. Come on. What is this? What is this? Okay. Give me... Oh! Oh, I can climb to the top of this, but not whilst I'm holding my tablet. Okay. I'm going to put you down, tablet. But don't let yourself be run off. Here we go. Up. I am a little stuck. What's going on? Oh, that's really not a good sign. The escape button isn't working either. Darkface says, I'm going to say something sacrilegious. I've never seen The Godfather. That's fair enough. Fair enough. It does insist upon itself, does it not? Oh! Game fixed. Ronald said it crashed, and that was enough to fix it. Thank you, Ronald. Well, isn't that odd? It's like you can kind of climb it, but not. Maybe I can climb it this side. Okay, look. Let's just bin this tablet. Right. Down you go. They remade The Crow. Yeah, they did, didn't they? Oh, that's another one that I had totally forgotten about. I mean, like, sequels and remakes, I would say, are in slightly different categories. Because, like... I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm old, right? I sort of think back to my mother showing me old films, or what I perceived as old films, which were really just films from her childhood. So things like Kind Hearts and Coronets, right? or like Lawrence of Arabia, right? These are all films from before I was born, but my mother used to watch them, but she probably didn't really perceive them as being old films. But then I think about like Harry Potter, and I think like, why are we remaking Harry Potter? I mean, sure, it's like 20 years old, but it's an 8-movie series that pretty much nailed it. Like, okay, there's a few things that like diehard fans are like not fans of, but I don't know. That one, well, I mean, you know, you guys will say money, right? And you'll be right. Maybe there are better spots to climb on the cable car. The difficulty is, how do I get the cable car to move? Like, so obviously that's not going to do anything. Oh, if I move this the other way, does that unlock the handbrake, do you think? I mean, if we pull this now, the cable car's gonna just disappear on us. So that's no good. Ah, I don't understand why this handle would not be valid. Unless we need to close the doors. That's sometimes the answer. You gotta close the doors behind yourself. I mean, we could go up and have a look from above, but I'm not sure that's going to do anything, because the cable car is not exactly... The cable car is not exactly very large. Two really good movies that should not be remade. Meet the Feebles and Bad Taste. I've not seen either of those. Each season is going to be one book for the new Harry Potter series. Yeah, I mean, doing it as a series rather than as a series of films does give you extra scope to do parts of the storyline that you would have to skim over in a 2-hour film. Oh, man. I mean, there's nothing doing from here. I think it's got to be riding the cable car, right? Like, I don't see how it could be anything other than you've gradually, over the course of several minutes, dragged this cable car over to this hill. Now ride it. Like, how could the answer not be that? But this handle not being interactable would seem to disagree with me. So we can move that way. If we pull this, though, it's just going to start running. James Moore says, great, I've just noticed I've been racking up extra hours on Steam in Minesweeper That Hates Me. I've never heard of that game. That sounds kind of funny. Dark Fae is going to be disappearing now. Good luck, have fun. You have a great day, Dark Fae. My only thinking is that we can go back to the top. Unless there's a reason for this button to exist. You know? But no, I think the reason that this button exists is so that if you teleport to the other side of the gondola and then ride the gondola back, you do need a way of being able to get out of here if you've closed this behind you. Like if you've closed it from the top here. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, maybe I'm underthinking it. Right, we're going to close this door behind us. Right. We're going to do it. I'm having a lack of other ideas right now. Oxidator suggests power problems. Not a bad shout, potentially. Is it that we don't have power? We were having to manually crank it this whole time. Well, closing the doors behind us clearly didn't solve the problem. My face after my non sequitur solution doesn't immediately solve our issues. So, is it... No, it's not that one that's powering the gondola. It's this one. This one's the gondola, right here. So, how are you going to get going? How are you going to get going? I mentioned another wheel recently, says Oxidator. Pass. It constantly sounds like there's a barrow warping in and out, isn't it? So over on the other platform there, so that platform's not going to give us anything, I don't think. I mean, having moved the gondola, I don't think that other platform's going to do anything for us. We can check it out briefly. Yeah, so that one's just entirely busted, but I don't think moving the telescopes round is actually necessarily the objective anyway. Squelch, squelch. So, from here, when we now look this way, okay, so the gondola's attached to this wheel here. Whoops. No. Right, then you've got the large wheel there. And that goes round the huge wheel here. I'm not 100% sure. And by not 100% sure, I mean, like, I just don't know. I don't know at all. I need to have a real think about that. Like, it feels like it's going to be something obvious once we see it. It feels like it's going to be something that, like, we will regret not seeing. Let's go back down there. So this is all telescope stuff, right? That's all telescope cables. This is unclear what this is. And then down here, this is all telescope cables still. Oh, I tell you what, there is more down... Oh, no. That's the room we were in earlier. Right, we've been down in that room. Right, so this is directly above that room. But I don't think that's going to particularly do anything. Okay, what if... No. So I was thinking, well, sometimes it gets stuck, doesn't it? Does... When you pull that... It doesn't actually spin, but I think that's probably just the animation. Yeah, none of those wheels are spinning. But I think that is not part of the puzzle. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, that's the one we already had, I think, right? Yeah. That's the one we already have. But, like, none of this is interactable. Can you move it to the middle? No. Only left or right. And that's also just decoration. Ah, shoot! I think we're gonna end this episode a little bit stuck. You know, because we're pretty much at time for the end of this stream, and therefore the end of this episode. Let's have a quick look as to where we are on our countdown to 1,000 subscribers. We are on 991 subscribers on the YouTube channel. 9 more to go for the 1,000. We are single digits away. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do consider that. If you are watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much for coming along to this. Has been episode 3 of Myst 5 End of Ages. I feel like we are now kind of getting more into the meat of the puzzles of the game, and this age and the Ice Age that we were on previously have been quite good. Next time out, are we going to start directly on this age where we're stuck? We might leave this puzzle and go and check out one of the other ages in the meantime and see how we get on from there. Take a break, come back. Maybe that will help us with the idea generation. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much for coming along. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now. Okie dokie.